Really, I'm just gonna pick up the tattered shreds of my dignity and go home, leaving you with your fire.
My fire? Yeah, right. Like, I'd listen to the Sex Pistols. Ew. This crap belongs to Spike.
Spike?
Oh, she was taking it back.
Can you believe him? He comes back with all these big promises. Not that I believed him, you know, but he could have spent one night, but no, everything was Slayer this and Slayer that. I mean, he probably already killed her. I'm not taking him back, I
doubt that.
just want to know why it is that men always leave.
Comfort me.
You need to relax. I mean, you're not proposing. You're just making contact, getting a reaction.
Willow should go up there with him and, like, break the ice.
Okay. Except projectile vomiting, but what are the chances of that?
Are you okay?
This song.
Is this Dingo's song?
That's a tape of some bands from last year's party. Associations?
Pink.
Bad. AJ!
Thank you.
I think the damage is done, though.
There's no hurry. I mean, if you want to talk.
No, I want you to find Buffy and tell her that I went home and not to worry about me.
Wouldn't it be really ironic if they changed the song and it was one of Veruca's?
Willow said to say that she took off. Oh, no, she's okay. Kind of blue, but she said not to worry.
Thank you.
You know, I wanted to ask you something.
Ask away.
Buffy, I'm looking all over for you. We need to talk. Not here. It's sort of unfinished business.
Business. Right. Excuse us.
I'm on your side. I know you are, Graham.
Who's this?
That's what gives me the strength to put up with this comedian.
Dude, a straight tip, I know about girls.
Exactly. Girls, plural. Talking about one girl. One girl.
Initiative vocal code match complete. Special Agent Ben Riley.
The problem is, what kind of girl's gonna go out with the guy who's acting all Joe regular by day and turns all demon hunter by night? Maybe a peculiar one. Thank you, Graham.
Oh, sure. Give him the gratitude when I'm
Are they the military guys? Whoa. So he is kind of similar to Buffy. They're like living double lives.
Situation?
Gentlemen, suit up. We have a code red.
What?
Hostile 17 has escaped.
Did I miss something? Whoa.
Here's what we know, and it isn't much. Hostile 17 broke restraints at exactly 2:47 p.m.
It's a big head start.
Gets bigger every time you interrupt me. It was bagged and tagged locally, so assume it knows the area. The creature has every advantage right now. Fail to recapture it, and everything we've worked for, the initiative itself, could end tonight.
Nobody's failing on my watch.
Glad to hear it.
So they're the military guys. People notice them walking around with
What
guns.
is wrong with him? Doesn't Spike get that this is my town?
He's resilient.
And it's my night off.
I'm sure he'd pick another night if he knew you were busy with Teutonic Boy Toy.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Riley's a doof. He's not Teutonic.
A doof.
We have to assume that Spike's main target is you, Buffy.
Fine. You know what? He's worn out his welcome. Tonight, I kill him.
You have a plan.
Get away from him away too.
Riley! What are you doing here?
Well, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to you after the party. You left so fast. You know, with your friend. Who's the boy?
Xander? He's not anyone that I want to talk about right now. You know, I don't want you taking this the wrong way. It's just, I need a little alone time now.
outdoors.
Emotionally. I mean, emotionally.
You know, there's plenty of space back in your room. Why don't I take you?
See, they're both trying to
Leave
get
the
it.
weirdos out of this.
Well, okay. You think I need help? Believe me, I don't.
She doesn't.
You know, if you were a real gentleman, then you would just leave. You would go far, far away, now. Shoo!
Are you drunk?
Yes, go and report me.
I'm taking you home.
Oh, you ever think maybe I'm gonna take you home, huh? What? You think that boys can take care of themselves and girls need help?
Yeah.
That is so Teutonic.
Look, Buffy, as long as you're out here, I'm staying.
Well, as long as you're out here, I'm staying. See ya.
Tell me we're tracking.
How long is it gonna take till they figure out who each other are?
Got it. Heading west.
No! And she said come
Spike.
Shit.
Oh, what do you want? A spell? I can do that.
Oh yeah, they haven't seen each other since, what, Lover's Walk. Don't hurt her.
I'll give you a choice. Now I'm gonna kill you. Dead. Or bring you back to be like me.
Vampire Will is awesome, but
I'll
separately.
Bonus.
No! No! Come on, Buffy! Seriously?
I don't understand. This sort of thing's never happened to me before.
Maybe you were nervous.
I felt alright when it started.
They like talking about like when a guy ends too early.
Try again.
What? It hurts him?
Damn it!
Did they do something to him? Back in Lover's Walk, she talks to him all like, it's okay. Like,
It's me, isn't it?
oh, sweetie, no.
What are you talking about?
Well, you came looking for Buffy, then settled. You didn't want to bite me, I just happened to be around.
Piffle.
I know, I'm not the kind
Bless
of
you.
girl vamps like to sink their teeth into.
I bite you in a heartbeat.
Well, it's just kind of sweet, even though it's like the subject matter, but
Thought about it.
When?
Remember last year? It had on that fuzzy pink number with the lilac underneath.
I don't know why this
I
is
never would have guessed.
so kind of sweet,
You
but
played the bloodlust kind of cool.
Yeah, I hate being obvious. All fangy and takes the mystery out.
But if you could.
If I could, yeah.
You know, this doesn't make it any less terrifying.
Don't patronize me.
Or
oh, come on.
Hold your fire!
You about to shoot Willow?
It's open!
Yeah, that he can't bite them.
Please contain.
Contain this.
Flare Dick's one handy. Oh, so now he won't be able to see it's Buffy. Spike's just gonna run, isn't he? She's like,
I'm sure you'll understand if I seem far from happy.
Yes, ma'am. If you read my report, you'll
Hustle
see that
17's found an accomplice who's smart, aggressive, and somehow escapes description.
Whoever he was, the guy was big.
strong too. Whoever,
Wasn't a guy.
or whatever.
I'm not interested in guesswork, gentlemen. Call me old-fashioned. I like results. This report reads like a child's riddle book. Agent Finn, tell me something good. My implant?
The implant works. Hostile 17 can't harm any living creature in any way without intense neurological pain. Can't feed, can't hardly even hit anymore.
Damn. His hair looks better like that. No, that's random. I like his hair back like that. Because he has like the 90s boy band kind of hair. And back to the hair.
Hey,
Hi.
listen, sorry about last night.
We have no
No.
idea who each other are. It's so
No,
funny.
I was rude. I just felt like being alone. Sometimes it's nice to be out by yourself at night.
I hear that. Gotta be careful though. A lot of strange people out there.
Oh, yeah.
How's Willow doing?
Okay. Of course, that stupid fraternity prank on our dorm didn't help any.
That's right.
Frank.
Forgot you guys live in Stevenson.
You knew that?
Well, Willow and I were... I thought she might be able to help me on a project.
The project.
That work out for you?
Don't know yet. Oh yeah, very important stuff. I don't remember any of it now, but you would have been fascinated. Possibly even Willow.
At least this conversation's going a bit better.
Did Willow tell you I like cheese?
You're a little peculiar.
Aww. It's kind of sweet. Seems like a good guy. Aside from his big secret, but she has a secret too. At this point, anything's better than what she went through with Parker. I hope he's not that kind of guy. He doesn't seem like it, but, I mean... Parker seemed like a nice guy at first too, and we know how that, all went through. Speaking of Parker, I didn't think we were going to see him at all anymore after Beer Bat. I thought that was pretty much the end of it, but seeing him get punched, that was satisfying. This definitely gave Riley some points in my book. But yeah, speaking of Riley and like Buffy, and I kind of thought that's where they were going back earlier in the season, like when they first introduced him, like what was like the first episode. I'm like, oh, she's in college now, it's just gonna be her new love interest. But then they kind of fizzled out, like they didn't show him that much. But I definitely see that's where it's going now. I mean, he is crushing her. I don't know how she feels about him yet, but we'll see. But on to like the biggest point, the military guys. Like, I didn't know where it was going when I first saw them, when they were here and there. I thought it didn't really feel like it fit for Buffy, and I'm still not sure it kind of fits. It feels a little out of place. It's very interesting. It's not what I was expecting. I was just talking about, I was wondering where the season was going, and I guess it's going to be kind of revolved around this, maybe. When I first saw it, it did remind me of Cabin in the Woods, just like the cubicles. I guess it's kind of similar, like keeping, like, looks like vampires. I'm sure they're keeping other creatures, probably, but it looks like they're experimenting on them, so it's a bit different. So they're demon hunters, what, they catch them and bring them back? Because they sound like they didn't want to kill Spike if they didn't have to, like, just wanted to bring him back. But to have the military guys, like, I had no clue, like, Riley and them are the military guys, and how Riley was saying, like, he's a normal guy by day and demon hunter by night. It's so similar to Buffy. And now it's funny how they're both trying to keep the secret from each other, like when they were both out looking for Spike and they were trying to get rid of each other, and then they heard the scream and were like, oh, bye. So I'm sure it's going to go on for a while, where if they get closer, they're going to keep having to make excuses, and I assume sooner or later they're going to find out who each other are. I mean, obviously, especially if they're going to be love interests, which I'm guessing, hopefully, maybe, I don't know how I feel about Riley yet. He seems nice. I'm still a Angel shipper, so it's going to take me a while to warm up to her being with somebody else, but we'll see. And on to Spike, like I said last episode, I was really excited to see him. I was surprised, because we haven't seen him, we only saw him once in season 3, and then now in 4, and I was like, I didn't know what they were going to do with him. He was just going to be kind of a reoccurring type character. But then after what happened with Will and Oz, I kind of forgot about, because his part was so tiny in the beginning. So I was really surprised to see him again in this episode. And I love seeing Spike. Like, he's so funny. I love him. But now he has something in his head, like, so he can't bite. Because, I mean, I love him, but if he hurt Willow, which he did, I was like, But it's always so funny, just like in Lover's Walk, where she's being, like in danger, and she talks to him, like, it's okay. It's really funny how they were kind of, making it similar to, like, when guys, you know what happens. I just love that kind of metaphor they were putting it for. So yeah, now he's out there, and he can't hurt anybody, but now the military guys are still after him, and, Buffy's still after him. And is he still gonna go after Buffy even though he can't hurt her? And we have Harmony back for a little bit. It's funny. Her and Xander fighting, that was hilarious. Like, I cannot take Harmony seriously. Like, she's a vampire, but she's, like, no different from her self before. She's just a vampire now. Anything else? Oh, and Professor Walsh is, like, part of this military operation. She seems like she's, like, one of the leaders or something. I was not expecting that. That's why I was like, what? So does that mean last episode when she saw the werewolf, did she know they were werewolves? Or maybe she hasn't seen werewolves? I don't know what she's seen, but, but she's obviously a professor. It's not just a front. She does what she does, so, I'm just trying to see if anything else happened I need to cover. I think that's about it. I loved Willow being kind of Riley's wingman, like, trying to help him, even though she's going through a lot of pain right now. I'm glad she had kind of something to distract herself, but then again, it kind of made her think of it too, especially when that Dingo song came on, and the way she projected to Riley about, like, oh, you meet somebody and you get to have feelings and they're your whole world, and then they, like, rip your heart out, and it's like, and then he dropped out. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, doesn't sound like he's coming back, so obviously do not tell me if he comes back or not. I want to be surprised, but doesn't sound very good. But yeah, I'm just making sure I don't forget to say anything, because sometimes I'll end the reaction, I'm like, oh man, I should have talked about that. I think that's about it, yeah. So things are getting really interesting. Like, I was already really interested in the season in general, having this whole new setting with college, but now this military, what did they call them? I'm sure there's, like, a name for them. I'm not going to keep calling them military guys, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Thank you so much for being patient with me this month. I didn't really talk about it at the beginning of the video, but I've already made a few posts on Twitter and on Patreon about the delays this month with me being sick, then my cat getting sick. He's okay, he's better now, so thank you everybody for your kind messages and understanding. It's just been a very stressful and busy month for me, and I really want to get back into the swing of things. So this month, this is only my one, two, this is like my 4th reaction this month, I believe, which is on the low end of things. I like to at least get out, 8 or more reactions. That's like what I wish I could get out. I want to do more. And then next month I want to get back into maybe movies for Patreon, and stuff like that. So hopefully, I know you guys are understanding, say it's okay, take my time, but next month, hopefully things go a little better for me, and I can be on more of a, I know I don't have like a set schedule, but I want to get more in the swing of things and get these out faster for you guys, and I want to see the shows too. After this, I believe I usually kind of check to see the order of things. I think I have one Angel and then go back to Buffy. I think that's the order. And hopefully I'll get I want to get at least a couple more out this month. So yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.